Hey everyone, welcome to Godar's Whiskey and Golf. Today we're talking golf tips and specifically ball position. So if you're struggling with your contact, I want to give you a tip on ball position and how to set up to the ball in three different ways for your various clubs that I think will help bring some consistency to your game, help you strike the ball better. Before we get into that, I just want to say that everybody has a different swing. You could be 6'4", I'm 5'8". You could have a flat swing, you might have a very steep swing. So ball position is a little bit controversial, and depending on the kind of swing you have, ball position could be affected by things like that. But I want to give you some fundamentals because I think the approach that I'm giving you will help you establish some consistency and will give you a baseline to work with. That way, if you're still finding that you're not striking the ball particularly well with one club, you can move it around a little bit, but at least you'll have a concept and you'll have a technique that you can employ to get your ball position correct. So let's start with the driver and a 3-wood. Those are your longest clubs in your bag. And so what I want you to do is have the ball, get your feet together, pretty much touching each other, and have the ball pretty much line up with the middle of your 2 feet like that. And so with your longest clubs, the driver and a 3-wood, what I want you to do is take your club into your hands, line up with the ball. You're going to leave your front foot where it is, except flare it out slightly. And then with your right leg, you're going to go 1, 2, 3. You're going to take 3 steps to your right. That will leave the ball for a driver and a 3-wood off the inside of your left heel, and your right leg will have moved out to a width that's comfortable and stable. You don't want to get too wide, because once you get too wide, you cannot move your hips. And in golf, you need to be able to move and turn your hips and then fire through. So again, for a driver and a 3-wood, get your feet together with the ball directly between your 2 feet. Flare out your your left foot slightly. Then 1, 2, 3. 3 steps out, and that should be a good setup for a driver and a 3-wood. The next group of clubs, your long irons, say a hybrid, and things like 3-iron, 4-iron, 5-iron, all the way up really through, I would say, about a 7-iron. Same technique. Get the ball directly between your feet. But with the long irons, what I want you to do is take 1 step to the left and then 2 steps to the right. That will be like an intermediate ball position. So it's not completely forward like a 3-wood or a driver, but it's also not significantly back in your stance either. And then with clubs like 8-iron through your wedges, what I want you to do is have it again in the middle of your feet, and then take 1 step to the left and 1 step to the right. And that should pretty much put the ball in the middle of your stance. So again, you're going to have to experiment because everybody's body shape is different. Everybody has a different swing. Some people come into the ball very steeply. Other people sweep it and take a very shallow divot. Some of those things can affect your ball position and what's comfortable for you. But I think if you're struggling with your contact, try these things. It'll at least give you a way of approaching your setup the same way every time. Get it between your feet. You got a driver in your hand. Flare your left foot out a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Boom, you're ready to go. So follow these tips. Get it out onto the range. See how you're hitting the ball with this type of a concept. And I hope that helps. And thanks for tuning into the channel.